years we have edged up from news generating about 40, this is 4 stations that run local news, that we've edged up from news being 40% of total station revenue to about 45%. Over time, we have seen that rise. And this is important, and I'll come back to that in a minute. TV news profitability, there's a little bit of deceptiveness here. Some of what took place in this drop is that that's also the time frame when we had a lot of Fox stations coming online and adding news that hadn't been. And stations that add news lose money in at least the first 2 years of an operation. So some of that is just shaking things out.
A really basic question. So 6% of stations are profitable?
I'm sorry. What does this mean? Does news make money for your station? Is news profitable for your station? Now, and I've been asked this question, so does that mean, how do news directors know the answer? And the answer is, it varies. So a news director knows what the budget is. So some news directors, I'm sure, are, if I'm within budget, then news is making money. Which, by the way, is probably true. Some news directors are privy to all of this detail and others are not. I have a fair percentage who say, I don't know. I have enough that respond that I have at least some reasonable confidence in these numbers. But the definition is going to vary. The problem is that, and I've talked to a number of general managers about this, what makes money and how much money depends on your accounting practices. Some, without getting really too bogged down in this, in some stations, for instance, electricity, heating, cooling, all of that stuff is apportioned by department, which is a perfectly reasonable accounting practice. In some stations, all of that is assigned to building and administration. Also a perfectly acceptable accounting practice, but they're going to wind up with different numbers. So it's really hard to get, news makes money. News makes a lot of money.
News directors who don't know that's not included in here. That's why you've got a 25% gap.
Yeah, these are, the rest just don't know. Yeah.